don't know how to do my natural hair. I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know how to dress. And it's not that I don't want to do these things. I want to, but no one realizes how hard it is. I want to be happy wearing new things and not look like a fool. I want to wear makeup but not look like a clown.
Philosophically, the best thing that you can do for your self-esteem is accept the way that you look, not in a I'm so beautiful all the time, I'm beautiful no matter what, but in a way of like I am ugly sometimes, and that is okay.
But if you're a woman and you come out of the house looking sloppy 80% or more of the time, you need to snap out of it. Every day that you step out of the house is an opportunity to receive the life that you dream of. If you look like shit, nobody's gonna want to give you those opportunities.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaya, and welcome back to Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how women can be ugly, but men can simply exist. In this video, I'm basically going to get into society's beauty standards, the standards for men, or lack of standards, and the standards for women. So let's get right into the video.
Growing up being the ill kid has done such irreparable damage to my self-esteem. Like, oh my God, I don't know how I'll be able to recover from it in the future at this point. Like, and I know you're thinking, what the fuck is an ill kid? If you were ever the child that other children would go up to and be like, I heard such and such liked you. Like, I used to be that person that people would go, I heard Melanie likes you. And the person that they talked to would have this obnoxious reaction to the fact that I had non-existent feelings for them. Like, I'm minding my business. I barely know the person that they're talking to. And now all of a sudden I'm a joke and everybody's like, ew, Melanie, ew, ew. I'm just like, I was minding my business. Like, why can't I just sit and have my face without y'all somehow reminding me that I'm ugly?
Okay, so starting off strong, I'm going to talk about the performability
that you had
of beauty. And a huge example of this would be Cassie in that one scene.
Cassie decided to wake up at 4 a.m. that morning to get ready for school. She needed to clear her head. And for those 3 hours she spent getting ready, she only thought about one thing.
In Euphoria, where she was putting all that makeup on and copying Maddie's outfits to attract Nate Jacob. She believed that she had to do this extensive skincare routine and extensive makeup routine just for a man that's literally out of his mind to look at her. And in society, you know, you're starting to see more girls on TikTok and more girls on the internet talk about how they truly have never seen an attractive man just outside, just looking gorgeous. And
if the time is right.
I don't think I'm gay, but I feel like a lot of men are ugly. Like, let's be honest about this. Like, when you go outside or you go to a club on a good day, you might see two generally attractive guys. And I mean generally, not like, oh, he's not ugly. I mean actually, it makes you do a double take. Generally attractive guys. But I promise y'all, if women held men to the same standard physically that men hold us, a lot of y'all would not make the cut. And then the ones that are attractive be attractive until they start talking.
no, they've never seen that. But they sit around and see all these mid-looking dudes all day. And when you walk down the sidewalk, you walk down the block, you walk down the city, there's a gorgeous woman every other block, makeup done or not. With that being said, with me adding makeup done or not, there is this idea of effortless beauty. And even though women like models and other women of that sort that wake up and are just beautiful, that's just how they were born, those women, especially in the modeling industry, are still forced to uphold some type of beauty standard outside of their face, like you, or outside of their body. Because, you know, a woman could have a gorgeous body and a guy could sit up and say, you have a mid face. Now you have to figure out, how am I going to do my skincare routine? How am I going to do my makeup so that everything about me can be beautiful? Or you could be a model and you have a beautiful face, but somebody says that you're overweight or this or that. And now you have to figure out, where do I need to go? What workouts do I need to do? Do I need to do Pilates? Do I need to do weightlifting just to fit within these standards? And it shouldn't have to be that way, because guys are allowed to walk around looking big, walk around looking ugly. And, you know, society operates in a way where we live in a patriarchy. So, you know, nobody's sitting up critiquing the way he looks. But yet when you go on a date, a guy's critiquing the way that you look, talk, and act. Like, are you cool? Another example of that would literally be like these reality TV shows we have, like Flavor of Love and Could Have Been Love with Drewski. A lot of the women on these shows will say, this man is ugly, this man is medium ugly. But men get afforded the luxury of, I'm ugly but I have money, I'm ugly but I offer this. For a woman, you have to be sexy and rich, period. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because I want to be sexy and rich too, but it's just the fact that you're not allowed the luxury of existing as a woman in society. No matter what country you're in, no matter what country you're in, for real, there's always going to be a certain beauty standard for a woman. And
what do you think American women need to know that your culture taught you that we're struggling with here as women in America? Because I don't think America breeds confident women.
I think social media plays a big part in it nowadays, and it's unfortunate because it's everywhere, and I feel like people have a lack of confidence just because there is only this one stereotype of women that looks good. Like, a lot of girls in LA look the same. Yeah. I think it really is, like, it's very cliche to say this, but like, it's really accepting you were born with this body and this face. How can you make this the better version that you can be? Like, how can you shape this to be like the best version that you can be? So like, I feel like in Brazil, like, if a girl is a little bit bigger and she has some cellulite, she doesn't care. She's gonna put her smallest bikini. She's gonna go to the beach. That's her body. She's gonna like put her oils and her creams, and she's gonna look beautiful. In Brazil, the biggest thing is just like accepting who you are, like how you were born, and how can you, of course, like do treatments, do what you think you should do to like feel better. But like, how can you feel better inside? Then it will show on the outside. Yeah. I think that's like, I don't know, it's something that I see when I'm in Brazil. Like, girls are just really confident. It doesn't matter, like, if they are in the stereotype or not. They just feel like that.
I also feel like we need to address this fear of being unattractive because, from such a young age, we've been fed media of, like, Bratz and Barbies and different types of girls as a child that love fashion and love beauty. And we watch Hannah Montana. And in all of these shows, these women were, frequently participating in practices that followed some of these standards. Like, I'm a fashion girly, I love fashion, but a part of it is, as a woman, you're expected to go outside dress nice, and sometimes you get looked down upon for going outside with some sweatpants and just wanting to exist. They'll tell you, oh, you need to smile, oh, you need to dress better, oh, you need to lose some weight. Did I ask for your comments? Did I ask for your critiques? Did I ask for your criticism? And did you ask to get ate up? Because now I'm coming at you. As we have seen on TikTok and other means of social media, women have basically built communities off of coming at these women who would be considered ugly and telling them, oh, just because you're considered ugly, we're gonna fix you up.
I never thought I was pretty.
I got you, girl. I'm gonna give you a virtual makeover to help you instantly glow up. And since you asked for brutal honesty, I'm gonna give it to you.
As if they need to be fixed. Or, beautiful women getting on the internet and basically saying, my biggest fear of life is to be ugly.
Yesterday I was planning to jump off already.
My biggest fear in life is to be fat. My biggest fear in life is this. And it's all attributed to a woman. My biggest fear in life is to be a big, dumb, ugly man, but let's put it like that. That's my biggest fear, to be a man that's out of touch with society and uses weaponized incompetence to exist. That's my biggest fear. But we were talking about how our biggest fear is to be ugly like another woman. Adding on to that, there's also the stigma of how a ugly woman acts when she's jealous of a pretty woman. And I think this is interesting to dive into because as a woman, when society tells you that you're ugly and you're constantly surrounded around women who fit into society's expectations, and even if it's in the smallest way possible, those pretty people sometimes will associate any type of behaviors you do towards them as you being jealous, or you're jealous because you don't fit in society standards and you get treated weirdly and disrespectfully every day because you don't fit into these boxes. Recent example of that would be the recent Been Love episode I watched with Drewski, and which Rue, which was supposed to be my favorite character, basically got into this fight with Meatball.
It don't matter, he picked me.
You're mad because I'm cute?
What do you mean?
All right,
I'm
then
cute
nope,
too.
nope. I don't want to hear that.
Bro, she's a hating ass. You just did some
why
hating
you
ass
pick
shit.
me too?
Why does it matter? Like, what does it matter? He
Don't
picked
get hype with me.
I'm gonna get hype.
Don't get hype with me.
Like, I'm about
Don't
to beat
get
you
hype
the
with
fuck
me. You're
out.
not. You're not. You're not.
I am.
promise
Stop
you
playing
not.
with me. I will beat you the fuck
You're
out.
not.
Girl, I'm telling you.
I'm telling
stop
you.
it.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah, what, bro? Stop playing with me. Bro, stop.
No, I mean, nobody in the comment section was saying that was weird. But as somebody that I would say fits in with society's beauty standards, I definitely knew where she was coming from. That it's definitely been something she's been thinking about ever since she's seen Meatball, because she doesn't really fit in society's beauty standards. She's a woman that does not care what society thinks about her. She doesn't care about how she dresses or how she looks or how she acts. You know what I'm saying? She just is her, and she just exists as herself. And that can be said for a lot of pretty women as well, because, you know, due to society saying that you've been pretty for your whole life, some of these pretty women have pretty much no personality. The personality is you're pretty, babe. Throw it away. Throw it away. If you're pretty, have no hobbies, and your personality is just your looks, when you get old, you're going to be depressed, and you're going to be one of them haters, them hating old women that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Be so for real. Last thing I want to touch upon is, like I said, those women who reject and refuse to conform to these beauty standards. In these women just saying, you know, in these women being told for their whole lives they're ugly and they don't look a certain way and they can't dress and this and that, and they just said, okay, I'm still going to be myself. Okay, I'm still going to be weird. Okay, I'm still going to be quirky. It causes a visceral reaction from the rest of society, and it's looked at as a tool of rebellion.
The fear of looking ugly will ruin your life and steal your joy. One of the most common questions that I ever get is, how did you become so confident? And the truth is that it's not necessarily that there's anything that I've done, but it's just that I'm very comfortable with being ugly. I don't base, my value in beauty and other people's opinions of it. I know that I'm a good person and I have value regardless of what I look like at the time.
Oh, you're still going to be ugly? And a frequent conversation that I'm starting to hear more is how men react when they are attracted to you versus when they're not, even if it's in a kind gesture way, even if they're not trying to get with you. And I still find that weird to this day. I sit up and talk to men in various settings when I have to, and they do not look like Beyonce. They do not look like Rihanna. They don't even touch the mid of the middest men. And I talk to them with respect. But you're telling me that just because you're a man and you're speaking to a woman, you have to be attracted to her in some type of way to treat her with respect? If that was the case, I would be dogging y'all out. Like they said, and like I'm saying. You don't go down the street and see a baddie man. You don't. You see a big back man. You do not see a baddie. So I don't even know why that is a thing. But it's important to highlight that just for you existing as a woman that's not beautiful, because every woman cannot come out of the womb looking beautiful, and every woman cannot exist on the planet looking beautiful and fitting into these standards. But every woman is beautiful in some type of way. It's seen as an act of rebellion, and it shouldn't be like that, but that's just, I hate saying that's the society we live in, but that's where we live. The last thing I want to touch upon in this video is even the most gorgeous women, even the most gorgeous celebrities still are faced with being called men and being called fat if they gain a pound of weight, or being called old if they get a bit older. It's like you can never escape. It's almost like you want to just be born ugly because what's new? Like, such a lifestyle change if you're a beautiful woman that was born beautiful, and then as you get older and as you age, people now look at you in disgust because you're an older woman. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I know I'm black, so black don't crack, but still, it's not making any sense. We've also been conditioned to believe that being called older is some type of issue, or you shouldn't ask a woman's age. Like, babe, when I'm 60, I'm going to be happily 60. I'm going to be happily 70. If I live to that time, if society is this way still, hopefully not. But you know, that was it for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, follow my other channel, and have a beautiful day.
My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown.